Hello and welcome back to the Football Chat podcast. Today we continue on with our series of looking through the Premier League clubs. We've done Arsenal, we've done Aston Villa, now we're on to Bournemouth. Of course, a newly promoted side coming up second in the Championship through the automatic promotion, only behind Fulham, who had a pretty record-breaking Championship campaign. But yeah, Bournemouth played alright. Well, played more than all right. Had a very strong season. Fulham looked unbeatable most of the time. I think Parker's done very well with that squad.
Yeah.
I'll be intrigued to see how they get on in the Prem. I think most people will be predicting Bournemouth to go straight back down. I'll be intrigued to see how they get on, but I have to say my hopes aren't too high for Bournemouth, but I do think that Parker's a very good manager, and they've got players in the squad which could keep them up. I think players like Mark Travers will be huge. He's a very good keeper. If he can make some key saves, then I think they could definitely at least make a good go of staying up, because I think he can save them points on his own, even if the defence at times can be shaky.
And even that defence here, the likes of Chris Metham in the back,
yeah,
it's still a very decent defence.
It's certainly not the worst by any stretch of the imagination.
Out of all the promoted sides, I back Bournemouth to stay up the most. It'd be interesting to see.
I'll be intrigued to see, because I don't know how Fulham are going to get on. It'll go one or two ways for Fulham. Either they get it spot on, they manage to make a good go of it, they finish about 10th, or they'll finish last. They just won't ever really work out what their best team is, and they'll just be poor. Then Forest is a really unknown package for me, because they've proven they can mix it with the big guys in the FA Cup, and I think they will. I think they could. I think if anything, they'll be the team that are like Sheffield United and Leeds in recent seasons, where they fly up the table first season and drop back second season.
Well,
I can see that for Forest. Just shocking teams with how decent they are.
Talk about Forest in the FA Cup. In terms of Bournemouth in the Cups, obviously we watched them in the Carabao Cup against Norwich, and they lost 6-0. So they obviously didn't go far in that. And in the FA Cup, I don't think they went too far. But that's expected. I wasn't expecting Bournemouth to be in the semi-finals of the FA Cup.
Right.
I think obviously best of the rest. I don't think obviously everyone else was miles off Fulham, and I don't blame them. Fulham had an incredible season. I think Bournemouth, best of the rest, had a very good season themselves, and definitely deserve to be in the Premier League.
Beat Yeovil third round. Sorry, was it third round?
Yeah.
Third round, and then lost to Boreham Wood in the fourth round.
So not great in the cup, so they probably should have won that.
I think it's fourth, something like that. They lost to Yeovil on the first weekend of Jan, and then lost to Boreham Wood first weekend of February.
And then I believe Boreham Wood went on to play like QPR or someone, so they probably won
that. How did Boreham Wood get on in their FA Cup run?
We now go Boreham Wood.
No way, that's well early in the season. How did they beat Bournemouth? They beat Bournemouth there, then they lost to Everton.
I lost to Everton.
That was it.
Well, Bournemouth could have given Everton a good game,
instead they lost to Boreham Wood. Yeah. So poor from then in the Cups, but I think they're not going to be too aggrieved by that.
No.
I think they'll be more than content with how they positioned in the end. Scott Parker then, Premier League 2 years ago with Fulham.
I rate Scott Parker as a manager. I think he's one of the best English player managers we've seen in a long time. Not player manager, that sounds like just to lace up the boots and chat himself on the centre field.
He could,
one of the best managers that was an ex-player. We've had the likes of Gerrard, Lampard, Rooney. I think he's one of the best. I think he's probably the best maybe out of all of them. Obviously, he hasn't done it at the bigger teams. Gerrard has won at Scottish leagues and is at Villa. Lampard managed Chelsea. Rooney has done a great job in a very tough situation at Derby. But Parker his Fulham team didn't play. Yes, they went down 2 years ago, but they didn't play bad football, and nor does his Bournemouth side. And I do think he is the right manager to keep him in the Premier League.
Yeah, I think he could do all right. Should we have a look through the squad?
Go on then.
Goalkeepers. Freddie Woodman was on loan last season. They've got to bring in another keeper. I think they've got Travers. Obviously,
Travers is a very, very good goalkeeper.
Has he played in the Prem before?
Yeah, he played a few. Oh no, because
he got one appearance back in 2019-20.
Back up to Begovic.
And then Woodsman has played a few times for Newcastle. Otherwise, I completely forgot he even went to Bournemouth.
Yeah. But Mark Travers, very, very good goalkeeper.
Travers key. Freddie Woodman, I don't know if they'll bring him back.
I think Woodman's going to want to start.
I don't actually know how many games he played.
I think Freddie Woodman will want to start. I think he should be starting a championship side.
Woodman got, hang on, 21, 22, right?
Yeah.
Didn't play a game, did he?
Yeah. I don't think Bournemouth should thingy him. If I'm Woodman, I'd want to go down to the championship.
I thought maybe he played 1 or 2, but not a single game. Right, then, Nat Phillips was on loan with them last season.
I think if you can get him back in, definitely.
Apparently they're looking at a permanent.
He's definitely a Premier League quality centre-half.
Yeah, I think for a club like Bournemouth, he'd do
And
well.
him and Chris Metham.
In 17 appearances in the Liverpool side in the season before last, they won 12 of those games.
Exactly.
He kept 7 clean sheets.
That's very good. That is very
In 17 games, yeah, pretty decent. I mean, obviously it's in the Liverpool side, it's going to make a huge difference.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But still, I think him and Metham as two centre-halves are looking very good.
Then Ethan Laird, I didn't even know this guy was there.
Wow, not
but apparently, ex-Man United.
Well, is he on loan there, I'm guessing?
Let me have a look. Ethan Laird.
Yeah. Decent.
Yeah, he was on loan there last season, but he's not going to be staying
Okay,
at
he's gone back. He's not.
Bournemouth.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That's not a really rush for me.
26 games, 3 assists, 6.81 average rating. Not anything stunning.
Let him go.
Lloyd Kelly then.
Keep.
Definite keep. He's had a very, very strong
He
campaign.
can play left
Very,
back
very strong.
and centre back. Very, very good centre half. That's very, very good left back, and then he can cover for Metham or Phillips, or he can play a back three.
Yeah, indeed. Metham then keep. Adam Smith. If you can replace him, do. But if you can't, he's fine to keep. Jack Stacey, keep.
Yeah, definitely good. It's a good, very good right back. He had a great season.
Leif Davis. On loan, I think, from
Left back, but from Leeds.
Leeds.
Yeah.
He is now back at Leeds.
Okay, I wouldn't worry about that.
He
You've
won't
got
be
Jack
staying.
Stacey and Kelly.
Cahill's leaving on a free, so I think a centre half's definitely a priority with Phillips going. I think a backup left back's a priority. Laird leaving, and I think with Davis going as well, they'll be left with no actual starting left. Well, Lloyd Kelly, and then that's it.
I'd bring in a centre half and a.
They'll have 4 defenders left if they don't bring any defenders in, so they've got to make some moves there. Lewis Cook. What are you saying?
Keep. I like him.
Short,
I
yeah.
think he's decent.
David Brooks.
Obviously,
definite
they missed
keep.
him massively last year.
Yeah, but good to see now he is recovered.
Yeah, I think it'll be a huge one. So they got second in the championship with David Brooks. I'm not saying he would have made the difference if they'd won the league, but I still think he'll be a huge part of
He
their
would have added a
campaign
lot
this
to their
season.
attack, indeed. Jefferson Lerma's
Obviously,
nailed on
quality,
keep.
very good.
Ryan Christie.
If you have the squad depth, sell him. But
Let's have a look. Yeah, he's a player you can kind of keep around if you want. He played 38 games from this season.
Okay, maybe keep him.
8 assists, 3 goals. He's
Yeah,
done
keep
well.
him around
Should
then.
definitely be keeping.
I guess he played instead of David Brooks, so he'll be a good backup.
Marcondes. Is this guy
Emiliano Marcondes.
staying? Yes. Yeah, sorry, it's Brentford he left, wasn't it?
Oh,
A year ago he was with Brentford and he
Yeah.
left as they were going up. But now he is going to be playing in the Prem. Only 17 games this season.
Still though, I think he's Premier League quality. I think he's a good
Eight
player.
of them were starts.
Good backup though.
Indeed, would be a decent backup.
Yeah.
Then Robbie Brady. What the Christ is
Robbie
this tea?
Well, I'll be honest though, it's Premier League quality.
It's experience.
Robbie Brady's
Indeed.
again an experienced Premier League player. Also playing for Burnley and Tottenham.
Barely played last season. Got 6 games. Cantwell's not staying. They've not thing with that.
Junior Stanislas.
Stanislas, did he play last season?
I mean, I think Stanislas is alright. I think it'll be a good rotation option in that Bournemouth side. I think he can score goals when you need
7
him
games
to.
last season, just 2 starts.
Yeah, maybe not.
He'll be
Okay, so
there. If he's, I don't know the contract situations of these players, so yeah, he might be off.
Bournemouth aren't my speciality.
Philip Billing has to stay.
Oh, what a
Sariki
player.
Dembele has to
Definitely.
stay. In terms of attackers, then
Yeah.
Dominic Solanke
What a season he
has
had.
to keep.
What a season he had.
Has to keep.
Exceptional
Jamal
numbers.
Lowe
Again,
Kiefer Moore.
He can, because Lowe can play wing and wing back, so he's a very good option.
yeah.
Kiefer Moore, who
Kiefer
plays
Moore.
for Bournemouth, not Rangers.
I know that was a good
Still a
moment on
running
the
joke with
TikTok.
the
Yeah,
channel now.
good.
Yeah, Kiefer Moore again had a very good season playing back up to Solanke and sometimes up front with Solanke.
Morgan Rogers, didn't he used to play for Lincoln?
Yeah, well, a very good player. Maybe not Prem quality, but again, rotation option.
And then whoever Jaden Anthony is, I guess, keep.
Again, yeah, keep him.
Well, it's hard to tell who's young and who's just never played in the
Jaden
Premier
Anthony's a
League
good
before.
player. He's a good young striker.
Like, oh, they got Ben Pearson. I swear he used to play for Preston.
Yeah.
I forgot he's in midfield. He's a keep, I presume, for you.
Yeah, again. good rotation.
23 games in the league last season.
It should be nailed on
8 starts.
Lerma and Billing to start as them at midfield too.
Yeah, and then Brooks on the right, Christie through the middle. I think they need to bring in a left winger, so in case
you're losing
starts.
Cantwell, aren't you?
Up
Probably
front.
Brady cannot start every game in the Premier League.
No, definitely not. Not because Stanislas. Cantwell's going. Marcondes isn't a winger, so I do think a left winger is needed. And then centre halves and left back cover.
Back four, you've got
and
Kelly.
right back cover, to be fair.
I'd bring in Phillips. I'd go Kelly, Phillips, Methven,
If you can bring in Phillips,
Stacey.
bring in Phillips, pretty much.
Definitely.
But, yeah. That's our squad overview then. In terms of links, rumours and stuff, I know that Dean Henderson was linked, but he looks closer to either joining Newcastle or Forest. So I think it'll be
Forest.
I think it'll be Forest. Yeah. I was gonna have a quick.
Which
look.
obviously is a great deal for them, but they'll come later in the series.
I think Mings would be a good addition to the side.
That'd be a very good return, yeah.
Because I think you could get him for 10 mil.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Quite cheap, and he's Premier League quality. He's just very error prone.
Yeah.
I think you can take that risk when you've got Mark Travers and Chris Methven and Kelly. It's actually a better Bournemouth side than I thought it was.
It's not horrific, put it that way.
No, I think it's definitely enough to stay in the Premier League. Whether it will, I don't know.
Yeah, will be interesting. Right, I was going to try and find the.
We know Scott Parker makes good business, so I expect any transfers they make will be good transfers. Obviously, we saw the deals he made at Fulham, fantastic ones, the likes of Gazaniga and. There are more, I just can't think of any. The only other thing is, obviously, team selection. It was that Premier League year where he just didn't play Mitrovic for some reason.
Yeah, that was very strange.
But I doubt he'll do the same with Solanke.
You'd imagine.
He's just going to not play Solanke.
Keep him all season.
Yeah.
Okay. Tottenham agreeing a deal for a 30 mil Brighton star. I don't know how that relates to Bournemouth, but I guess we'll have. Oh, with someone. Let's have. Scroll. We don't care about Basuma. That seems a done deal. I'm trying to see Bournemouth deals, please. That's just random shit. There seems to be nothing on Bournemouth.
Maybe they don't have any deals going on. Is there any Bournemouth fans in the comments? Make sure to let us know any rumours you know about
Just
or
genuinely looking
anything
through
you want to say.
various sources. Here's a Bournemouth thing. AFC Bournemouth closing in on ceiling agreement for Middlesbrough star.
Who is that Middlesbrough star?
It is Marcus Tavernier. That's a very good addition, yeah.
That's a good deal, yeah.
Yeah, I think he'd do well. He did well in the
midfield
Middlesbrough team. I think Middlesbrough are going to get absolutely just mugged this year, yeah.
They're going to lose DJ Spence.
Yeah, that one seems to be nailed on. If they lose Tavernier, yeah.
They have no one left. Someone's going to come with Jack Cole back in soon.
And I saw Ryan Fredericks as well.
Yeah. Oh, yes. That'd be a great right back option.
Yeah, I think he'd do. On a free as well. Very, very
Even
solid,
better.
yeah.
Even better.
Good rotation. So some decent transfers there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be intrigued to see how it goes. I think they need to add a lot more quality though. I think the fact that I've not seen them linked with a left wing yet is interesting. Because I think the winger, I think they desperately need a left winger. I guess Lowe can start there, can't he? To be fair, they're all right then, aren't they? I kind of forgot about Jamal Lowe. But yeah, I think it'll be a decent Bournemouth side. Loose predictions, I guess, is all we've got left to do because there's not too much to say about Bournemouth.
No. In terms of predictions, I definitely think they can stay up. But again, I don't know. I feel like it's always 50-50 with the relegation sides. If they come in, do what Brentford, Leeds, and Sheffield United did in their first seasons and have great first seasons to stay in the Premier League, or they do what Norwich do every year, what Fulham usually do every year, what Bournemouth usually do every year, which is go down. If I had to flip a coin, say 50-50. I'd probably back Bournemouth to stay up.
Well, out of the three...
Out of the three teams, yeah.
Out of the three teams that come up.
The problem is, it's hard to see then what other Premier League side would then go down instead of Bournemouth. But I definitely think they can. They might surprise me and end up 6th.
Yeah, I think they also need to look at free transfers. I mean, Ryan Fredericks is a good signing, but there's others out there can go get their hands on.
Definitely.
Where did I swear I saw Matic? Oh, Rome, wasn't it? Yeah. Players like that though, they need to be trying to go in for at least.
Yeah.
I think they could do something good there. I personally think they're going down though.
Oh, really?
Right now, I think they'll go down. But they could make some really good transfers. There's still a while to go until we do our actual predictions at the end of the summer. So, yeah, I don't want to write them off too early, but my hopes aren't high for Bournemouth and Scott Parker. I think he's a good manager. I think there's a decent side, but I don't think it's a Prem side. There's too many players that just aren't good enough. I think it'll all depend on how quickly Dominic Solanke adapts, or whether they buy Danny Ings. They are linked with Danny Ings. He's available for around 15 mil. I think that'll be a very good addition. But yeah, we discussed Danny Ings and more in our last episode, so make sure to go check that out if you haven't already. If you're on YouTube, that will be linked in the end screen. If you're on Spotify, you'll have to go into our page, channel, podcast screen. Look for our episodes, and it's the most recent one after this. But yeah, if you're on YouTube, head on over to Spotify. If you're on Spotify, head on over to YouTube. Share the love across the platforms. Hit the follows, hit the subscribes, hit the like buttons, hit the add to episodes, hit the downloads, all that kind of fun stuff. But yeah, that is about all for today. Next up will be Brighton. Yeah, it's Brighton. Interesting, that team there. I think they've got some big transfers coming in and out. So yeah, look out for that on when does this go out? If this is
probably a Friday,
potentially Wednesday app, this will either be probably a Sunday app.
Yeah.
The Brighton one. So look out for that in a few days. But yeah, that's about all for today. Thank you all very much for watching / listening, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.